Well, hello everybody. I think I'm live. Hoping I'm live. Let's get some creepy music going on here. Welcome everybody to our break between seasons as we are going to dive into a little bit of Dungeons and the Dragons. This is not Call of Cthulhu. This is not Project Athena. However, this is the crew, with the exception of Allison. She's not here tonight. But everyone else is here to play the Dungeons and the Dragons, commanded by our own Stryder. The Silver-Tongued Devil will take us through a homebrew creation to see how far we can last. If we can last, if lasting is an option, we will see. And as we do all times, we're going to talk about everybody that's going to be playing. I am playing tonight, but you don't need to know about me. I'll go ahead and drop it down to Lauren. Lauren, how are you doing tonight?
I don't know. I'm here. Hi. I'm Lauren. I'm not Salty Ginger. Things feel weird right now. Hello. I'm excited. I'm going to be playing a third level bard, the character I play on Scradicus's channel on Mondays. She's very sweet. She is a little like a USO performer who like goes around to troops and entertains them. So that's what I'm doing. Yup.
Great. Okay, and as we jump over beside you today is Steven. Steven, how are you doing? You're not playing Dwight Burke. Who will you be playing?
I will be playing a hobgoblin fighter named Keldor. This is my second run in D&D on streaming, so bear with me, people. I know Stryder will guide me right. Legion has been decimated, and he is looking for what happened. He's not sure. He came back and everybody was killed, and he is on the hunt to find out how this has happened. So I'm looking forward to this a lot.
Good, good. And as we jump over from somebody with a grim background, we will talk to Lindy, who I'm sure has anything but a grim background. Lindy, how are you doing? And what type of happy-go-lucky person will you be playing tonight?
Well, I'm doing spiffy, and I shall be playing a level 3 rogue swashbuckler, an indifferent incarnation of Scarlet Setsuko. She's a pirate. She loves piracy, pillaging, plundering, maybe a little light murder occasionally on the side, but, nothing too extreme. She's just a pretty go-get-'em kind of person, and I think it's winter right now, so, it's the off-season for pirating. So, she's got to find something to do with her time.
Right. She's a pirate that enjoys her job. I guess there are worse things. I forgot to mention that I will be playing Lanros Manghorn, half-elven sorcerer. We'll see how well he does. And I'm going to hand it over to Stryder to introduce the setting, and then we will jump back here as I tell you how you can be involved in the story that Stryder is creating. Stryder, tell us about what's going on tonight, bud.
Hey, what's going on? I always appreciate the opportunity to do this. I don't know if the rest of chat will agree with me, but I find the character allocation and who chose to play what to be really fitting for each person. It just works out. I got commissioned to write this for Halloween last year, and it's almost Halloween again, and I realized I've never actually played it. There's 6 separate scenarios, all of them people trying to figure out what happened at Fort Ursa Minor and what killed all the people there, and hopefully being able to put a stop to it before it kills them. So, we don't know which scenario is being played, and we don't know what's up. The characters are going to have to go in, do some detective work, some investigation, figure out what's happening, and figuring out how to stop it. Because certainly all the players here are trying to stop it. None of them are doing dastardly things. Yeah, that's all I got. How about interactions?
Right. We never do dastardly things here on the Project Athena time slot. And now I will tell everybody how you can work to create or help Stryder create the narrative of the next couple hours as we, your troupe from Project Athena, go about playing in a field that is definitely not a home field. You can, of course, donate to give advantage to any of us. You can donate to give critical successes to one or the entire party. But those special things that cross over from Project Athena to this game are as follows. The special donations are: you can also donate to make everybody roll a sanity check, which is a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. Should we fail, we take 1d20 damage, half if we save. Also, if you're feeling particularly crazy, you can create Lancaster, who will have hunted us all the way from Cthulhu to here in D&D. He will be a reskinned beholder. Stryder will kill us with him, but that's up to you. So, without further ado, sit back, enjoy some Dungeons and Dragons, as I surely will, as I don't have to have any cards in front of me. Stryder, take us away, my friend.
Secluded in the northernmost Arctic peninsula, the fort known as Ursa Minor watches over a small, long-forgotten pass. The fort is not nearly as well staffed as the much larger Ursa Major to the east, but their distress signal heralded concern just the same. A letter carried by Hawk touched down in a small farm to the south. A hastily scrawled message was discovered, a single word: help, sealed with the crest of Ursa Minor. The farmers brought news to the town, and now a small group of investigators has assembled their way up there. They're heading to Ursa Minor, sometimes referred to as just the Keep, to discover what exactly has happened. Approaching the Keep, I'll tell you all what you see. You have your own reasons for being here and for trying to help out. Barren snow fields, oh, sorry, what? Go ahead and roll one preemptively. Anyone that wants to can.
That's a Dwight Burke move.
We're excited. We're excited. Let's do it.
I shoot. I kill it. What's next?
23. Yes.
Just a 12.
Damn. We got some good rolls starting off here, for the most part. All right. Undulation, snowy fields, the occasional lone snow-covered pine tree. There is cobbled walls looming in front of you. The walls around the compound, about 30 feet tall, and the entire fort looks cold and uncaring, almost as if it's watching your every movement. With a 23 perception check, there seems to be no sounds of bustling, no signs of life anywhere around here. There's no guards on the towers. There's no people to and fro delivering their food and water and blankets, supplies. The only thing a 23 will net you with a perception check is a large number of carrion birds, ravens and the type. They are perched in large number all along the walls, and you can all hear their squawking before you even enter the fort. We're going to start off walking up towards the front gate. And I will place on your screen a little map. You guys are coming in from the south. I'll tell you what you see, then you can roll more checks and tell me whatever it is you want to do, and even introduce yourselves to one another if you feel the need. The arched gateway leading into the compound's 30-foot tall gate. Stepping into the courtyard, you are met with blood-stained snow. Corpses are littered about the ground with a complete lack of inhibition or restraint. The scene has been perfectly preserved in the cold, and the virgin snow remains completely undisturbed. There's about 20, 30 armor-clad guardsmen, weapons still clutched in their cold, dead hands, strewn about. The things you can see around you: an entrance to the keep proper, little buildings to your left and right, stables, a chapel, a gatehouse, and a smithy. I will pass it over to my players.
Well, that's creepy. They point up to all the birds. They're squawking? They're just...
There's also just a black blur of movement around the corpses as the birds feast. It's hard to get food up this far
They're
north.
just hungry. Look, it's off season for a lot of things, including, a lot of grow food. So they're getting it while the getting's good.
Getting it while the getting's good.
Yes,
I think that's good advice.
it is. I take my own advice quite often. Now, let's get to investigating, shall we?
Yes.
Does this look like the same thing that I saw earlier or before when I was hunting?
Exactly. Upon your return to your camp compound, wherever it is you lived, no tracks in or out, just corpses, weapons clutched in hand, and everyone dead from battle wounds. If you look over this, it looks like a very similar scene.
Okay. So
Does
after you.
I was just going to say, does it look like the men-at-arms created tracks, or are they laying in snow that's fresh and unbroken?
Most of the snow around here is completely undisturbed, as it's recently been falling. But do you have survival in 5e? I think you do.
Yes.
I think a survival check could maybe tell you a little bit more about tracks.
Natural 20. Oh, that's Steve with a natural 20 with stealth, but I got a
Oh,
22.
that's the wrong button.
That's just Steve. That's for Steve.
Right.
I got a 9.
22 survival for me.
All right. Absolutely none of you have any idea where Keldor is. He just disappeared right in front of your eyes.
Fascinating.
Okay.
Cool.
22 on a survival is actually a fantastic roll. The path up here and little paths between the buildings are well worn, often tread. But with a 22, even though you're a sorcerer really stepping into ranger category, there seems to be no massive transit in or out of this place that, besides maybe the occasional cart, any of it weeks and weeks old. And with a 22, I can even give you general idea of numbers. It seems like at most there was only ever 20 to 30 people here.
So the entirety of the compound is currently displayed for us if the numbers of the tracks in my survival read is to be understood. The host of the keep is dead in this courtyard.
Yep.
I relay that to everybody. This is all of them. This
Well,
place couldn't house that many more.
at least they're all accounted for.
That's good. Well, it looks like they got into a fight. It looks like they were fighting something, right? There are stabs and
Can
things.
I shoo the crows away from one of the nearest bodies and look for cause of death?
I'll help you. I'll scream at some.
Certainly.
Did they fly in?
Like if it was weapons or like a beast or something or plague.
Screaming at the birds is all that's needed. I don't need any skill checks to do them.
Ma!
Do you have any relevant skills that would help aid in figuring out what's wrong with these?
I have investigation.
And I have medicine if you need some help.
One of us could help the other with whatever.
Yeah.
I'll allow either of those.
All right.
Cool.
Let's see. Investigation. I did not roll well. They are dead.
Yes.
From injuries?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Let me look. It'd probably be the same thing. No, it's a 20. What?
I may have gotten distracted by like something sticking out of the pocket.
That's quite possible.
Investigation. You can be distracted by what's in pockets. No equipment has been disturbed and nothing's been
Oh.
taken from any of the bodies. With a medicine, metal armor is torn asunder. There are slits in throats, stabs in faces, big blows, denting armor into concave chests. These are all battle wounds. They died from crushed throats, blood loss, etc., etc.
Well,
They died fighting.
Do they look like they came from above? More attacks, upper body?
Go ahead and roll a perception or an investigation.
do you think it's the
I'll
crows?
go perception.
It could be. You have a hat, which should help flex
Mm.
with it, but
Not bad. 17.
17 again's pretty good. Anything I considered in 5e, like 16 and up, gives you a lot of information. With a perception, you actually know quite a bit about war combat. That's the kind of lifestyle you live, and even within your own group, you were still heralded a fantastic fighter. That's what you dedicated your life towards. With a 17 perception check, nothing really tells you that the attacks were coming from above. They look like they lost fighting ground battle. In fact, with a 17, I will concede to you that it looks like they were fighting each other.
This was a singular person who did this.
Okay. Well, it definitely doesn't look like you said. What was your name again, Mr. Sorcerer?
Langhorn.
Langrose.
Excuse me.
I don't
forget.
trust sorcerers.
Let him tell you his name first before you decide
You
to
can't laugh. You can't laugh.
before you
'Cause I'll start doing Skeletor then.
I don't trust hobgoblins. They were villains up until 3.5.
What are they talking about, Scarlet?
well, it's very meta. You know, it's
Oh,
yes.
but what is his name?
His name is Lanrose. He won't change it in the Zoom call to make it easy for us. No, he makes us all try to remember.
Oh, Lanrose and the other one. I'm going to have to go to another app, Keldor.
I'm just going to call
I'm
him Hobgoblin
changing it.
until he changes. Hobgoblin and Sorcerer.
Don't help us or anything.
I
Okay,
need
well,
a drink.
yeah. We can go get drinks.
Oh,
We're
well, maybe I'll call
probably-
him Mr. Manghorn. I rather like the sound of that.
Mr. Manghorn? Okay.
My family was slaughtered. I want to find the.
So was mine.
No, they weren't. You're
we're
a
all
pirate.
orphans here. Are we
No,
not
no.
playing the same game?
Listen, Keldor, this is Dungeons and Dragons. Everyone has a slaughtered mother or father. The off pair have slaughtered both parents. It's just not something that you should like put a flower in your hat for.
I've already put a flower in my hat for that.
Do you want a flower?
No.
If you're going to
would've-
San
minor
Francisco,
illusion of
Francisco.
flower on his hat. A little pink flower on his hat.
Nice touch.
It's pretty. You look very pretty.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to check us all into the gatehouse.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just
I'm
let me leave a guest book, even though they're all dead. Someone will come in and fill this
I'm
place up eventually.
feeling parched and tired.
Maybe whoever did this checked in before they slaughtered everyone.
Oh, and sign their name.
It's completely possible.
That happens in some mysteries.
Mr. DM, Lanros will be going last anywhere this group goes.
All right, you're
That's
keeping
not
up the rear then.
suspicious at all.
I do not trust that at all, by the way.
Everybody walk backwards.
I would like to stealth into the gatehouse, though.
Roll me a stealth check, and I will tell you what you see.
Ooh,
I'm very stealthy.
that's very stealthy.
You might say I'm an expert. In
Oh, you are? That's so cool.
How did she get in there so fast?
Damn near disappearing in front of everyone's eyes.
She
That's
must
really
be an
hard to do
expert.
when there's snow everywhere.
That's that she was a pirate.
The gatehouse is a small one-room building, and it acted as a reprieve from the wind for whoever was out on guard duty. The smell of rotten meat and spilled ale sits heavily in the air. The room's furnished with a small bed, a table, a few chairs, and a stained rug. Anything beyond that will require
What kind of stains? We're talking like blood stains,
ale stains.
ale stains. Oh, okay. I'll just like look under to make sure there's no like secret doors under the rug.
You're so smart.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I'm awful at this. Yes.
Oh, no.
Very awful.
You have a flower on your head.
I followed in with a 18 stealth. Is that good?
That is fantastic. Even if there was something in the gatehouse, it would most likely not be seeing or hearing you two.
Okay, well, as I'm in there too, I will roll a perception check. If that's okay.
I'd like to just investigate, see if I could find a
Keldor.
logbook. Like a
Keldor begins to scream,
Yes.
"Come out, villain!"
You need to take a chill pill, my friend. You need to take a big chill pill.
I do
maybe a
not.
chill enema.
Ooh.
It's the bloodfest.
What
Mm.
is an enema?
Before they answer that question, I'll tell you what you perceive. With a nat 1 on your perception check, you are completely distracted from
I
anything.
have a negative
possibly
wisdom
be.
modifier.
Uh-oh.
Working together, I will grant you to, advantages, because this is D&D, and I'm trying to help with teamwork building. So with your advantages and working together, we have 20s, 22s, that sort of thing. Yeah, there's a secret door under the rug, definitely.
All
you
my
open it-
pillaging experiences led me to this moment.
How did you know that?
Well, typically, if you hit a coastal town that's used to being raided, they have these hideouts like this, and then you just open them up and slaughter it. Investigate what's inside.
Investigate.
Yes.
Yes.
Slaughter
Or-
any rats. That happened to be
I was
down
here
there.
and helped to find it, but sure, we'll go with her thing.
I would have burned this place down to find it.
Okay. You, Stryder, you said there were lots of there's what else is around here? We're in like a galley or like a hall or something.
You're in a small one-roomed building, a reprieve from the wind. There's a bed, a table, unfinished, now rotting food, spilled ale on the ground. Whoever was in here left in quite a hurry.
Okay. Cool. And a secret door.
There's a little trap door about 3-4 feet wide.
I would like to see if it's trapped.
You know what? I'll just give it to you. You
Ooh.
don't think it is.
All right. Well, then I will open it.
That would make sense, Scarlet, because it is a trap door.
It's so true.
I'm
Yeah.
very big. I cannot get through that door.
Well,
We could, they could see where it leads, and we could.
it could just be a small cellar.
I'm
Right.
muscular.
It goes down 6-7 feet. It's not very deep, not too low away from the actual surface. Looking down, it doesn't open up into a big cellar-like room. And none of this is actually built out of cobbled stone. It's just rough dirt. There's still roots sticking in from the ceiling. It's one hallway that leads off towards the keep proper.
It's a hallway that leads in the direction of the keep proper.
Stryder, does this look like something that would have been used for an escape or something that was used for general travel? I'm assuming because of the kind of overgrown nature of the roots and everything that it's like escape.
You are correct. This seems like some kind of emergency escape hatch.
Well, we get into the keep through here. Oh wait, Keldor won't fit. So,
Okay. Well.
I'm very big.
Okay. Do you want to go another way, Keldor? Some of us could scout.
yes,
I mean,
we can
not-
split up.
Not far. No. Not far.
Do I think I can get through the door?
Yeah, you'd have to squeeze, but you could get in and out of there.
I will do my best. I will be like.
Well, that's all you
Winnie
can really do, Keldor, is your best.
the Pooh. I'll be like Winnie the Pooh. You have to pull me.
Oh, bother.
I could try to push you from behind.
Okay.
And I'll pull from below.
I'm very strong.
All right. Well,
Okay, you say that. Okay. So,
I'll go down first, and then we can shove Keldor through,
okay.
and then we can all go to the keep this way. That way, because it's a secret way. They won't be. If anyone's still here, they won't be expecting us to come.
Wait, does that mean Mr. Manghorn is behind me? What if we pull Keldor through?
I was going to say, just
Alright.
assume Manghorn is behind you.
That's right. I do not assume. The Manghorn is a creepy name.
Mr. Manghorn. Fine, Tart, come with me, and we'll pull Keldor through
Okay.
and push him through.
Okay.
But a lot of you taking this tunnel through the gatehouse then?
Yes.
Everyone?
Well, maybe. I don't know about Manghorn.
Yeah, I'm going with the girls.
Manghorn?
I will follow after they've tripped anything that they're
Yes, I'm keeping an eye out for traps still, even though I didn't see one on the trap door.
Keldor, you certainly have to kind of keep your head low in here. The walls are pressing in on your sides, but you're able to get through without too much trouble.
I'm very big.
Yep.
You keep saying that. It makes me think wonder if you're compensating for something else.
Oh, she got you.
I do know what that means.
Well, everyone else here does, and so it still qualifies as a bonus.
I drive a Ferrari.
The third tunnel winds up leading about 100 yards in. It's not expertly crafted. It seems like this was some kind of afterthought. There's a tapestry of which you approach the back of. Moving it aside, you see you are inside the keep itself. There's cobbled floors, ceiling. It's a little dusty, but the rugs are in place. There's sconces on the walls for torches that have long since burned out, and they only hold ash. Do all of you see in the dark, or do some of you need some?
I do. I see quite well in the dark.
I do.
I would think you're getting married.
I forget.
Yes.
Are you a
You
half
are a
elf?
half
Yes.
elf,
You
and
see
Yes,
that.
I should, right? Of course. I do.
Stinking half elf.
Oh my god.
Are we all half elves except for Keldor?
I'm not a half elf.
Oh. Oh, what
I'm
are
a-
you then?
I'm a hobgoblin.
Pretty little person.
Well, I mean, that was a given.
She's a gnome.
Oh.
Yep, I'm a gnome because Keldor says I am. Thank you, Steve. Now I'm a gnome. Okay.
Yes, we can all see in the dark.
Okay. Actually, seeing around the room then, since you can all see in the dark, this room is surprisingly warm, and it features a few empty alcoves in all the walls, one of which you were actually exiting from. There's a single rough wooden door to your left, and there are stairs that head upwards.
Should we check out this door first before we go upstairs?
Oh, probably.
Cool. What do you do when you investigate the
Well,
door?
usually I don't touch everything until I
No,
look.
no, I'm just. What do I
Knock
do?
on the door.
Knock on-
Everyone's
no?
dead. If someone answers, we should be worried.
Yes.
Would be good to check then,
All
right?
Well, then you knock on the door, and then I'll inspect it for traps after you knock. And no one
Okay.
answers.
Let the sorcerer knock on the door.
Okay. This
Going to
seems
be
kind of
waiting quite a long
classist.
time.
This does seem a bit classist.
Yeah, I think you're being classist, Keldor.
Do hobgoblins have like some type of feudal or caste system that I'm unaware of?
Do you have reach? You knock on the door from 10 feet away.
You don't know me.
I know.
trying to. That's why we're asking you questions.
Oh, for God's sakes! He casts Mage Hand and knocks on the door.
The mage hand is enough to trigger any traps that would have been there, but no traps seem to spring. And it's loud enough that it reverberates in the hall behind and in front of the door, but there's no return noise.
All right.
whatsoever.
Is it locked? Jiggle the handle. All right. Open the door. I don't know why the rogue is in the lead and not the hobgoblin, but this is fine.
Okay, you are very smart.
I will go in the lead. I do not care.
I already opened the door. What's in here?
Mounds of coal,
Trap or a door to open.
and they line the walls as you walk into a small, dirty room. A large, silent contraption of metal sits at the far end of the room, its two maws wide open. Up,
No.
metal pipes jut out at irregular angles and retreat into the ceiling. Dirty shovels stick out of the coal piles.
I found a body dispenser.
What?
Where how you
Is there
dispose
a
of
furnace?
bodies? Yes.
Yeah, it's a furnace.
You throw coal in, you throw a corpse in, bada bing, bada boom, evidence gone.
Should we start it up? It's very cold in here.
It is a little chilly.
Landrose will check the actual fire pits to see if there's anything other than like coal residue in there.
Like a corpse?
Like bones.
Yes. It is a
Push this.
bone.
Push
It
the
could,
source,
Mr.
okay?
DM, it could be magic items as well that only Landrose would see because he's the only one that's not pontificating about how cool hobgoblins are. So maybe he can creep forward and
Yes, we're definitely not all gathered around.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
$16.
16's pretty good. I'm gonna roll the equivalent of a luck check for you since we don't have those. D&D a 13. That's not incredibly lucky. First off, no bones. Nothing seems to be more than coal burning in here, if not maybe the occasional chunk of wood, or maybe even garbage. Nothing out of the ordinary. It seems as though the fort prior to the big clash out in the courtyard was operating relatively regularly.
Okay.
Well, do we want to light it up and get it warmer in here?
What about
I'm-
I do wish to alert everyone in the keep that we're here.
I thought there was no one in the keep. I thought all the bodies were outside.
Well, someone had to kill them all. They're
I prefer a
potentially
fair
sneaky.
fight and all this sneaking around.
Well, we're not that sneaky, honestly.
That's her whole thing, though.
It is my
Hob Solo over there wishes that we.
I mean, Mr. Keldor, do you want to go somewhere else and stop sneaking around? I mean, I don't think it's a good idea for you to go by yourself.
I want to fight things.
Okay.
Well, we're looking for something for you to fight. We're trying to get the jump on it. All right. So there's nothing else down here besides a furnace?
Everybody, we all have advantage and a murder hobo goblin.
Is it Keldor?
It appears I'm in trouble.
All right. Well, let's be off. I'll look down.
Okay.
There's another way we could go. Other
Yeah,
than
there's
okay.
one thing I forgot to mention, and a staircase that leads out. There's the staircase that leads out, and in an alcove next to the furnace room, there seems to be a little splintery cabinet door, and if you move it, there is a dumbwaiter that can go
Oh
and no further down.
my goodness, we should climb into the dumbwaiter and go up that way. Yes.
Yep.
I
Yes.
thought about this.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
All right.
wait. Who's the smallest one here? Since as I scan with my eyes, I need to be narratively told who is the smallest. Is it
We're both tiny.
who's
Not me.
But we are quite petite, Tart and I. I'm about
Okay.
5'4". Very lean.
Yes, but Tart's a gnome, correct? That means she's like 3 feet.
I'm a gnome according to Caldor.
Are you? I don't know. Are you a
I'm
gnome?
actually a gnome.
I'm now a gnome. I'm switching all my stuff and now I'm a gnome.
It's definitely not me.
I will go in the dumbwaiter.
All right.
Okay, put me in.
Well, if you insist.
Okay. Okay.
Someone can roll a strength check if 2 people are working together to pull the little wire.
Keldor, help me with the dumbwaiter.
You got advantage.
Yes, the hobgoblin. Quickly, up here.
Oh my goodness.
Pull this chain for us.
Thank
Excellent.
God you had advantage.
I will take the event.
Well, you have the advantage, so I'd hope so.
Jesus. Okay.
The gnome's not too hard to get up and down with an 18. The ride's a little rickety up there. It's a little claustrophobic as well. The dumbwaiter doesn't have too much wiggle room.
That's my favorite.
It seems there are 2 floors above. The first one, a little door will open up into what seems to be a kitchen. It's relatively large and it's meant for feeding, dozens upon dozens of people. If you continue to go up another floor, there seems to be some kind of these are initial glances. There seems to be a fancier bedroom with 1 queen-size bed in it.
That's fun. Okay, so bedroom, what was the first one?
It goes basement, kitchen, bedroom.
Basement, kitchen, bedroom. Ooh. I want to stop in the kitchen. So go up and I'd say, bring me down.
Can I cast message so we can do this quietly?
Yeah, sure.
I'll lean up into the dumbwaiter and, put a piece of copper in my fingers and point up to the dumbwaiter. What do you see up there? Gnome.
Yep, that's me, the gnome. That's what I respond with the message. But then I cast message myself and I say, well, it goes from the basement to a kitchen and to a bedroom. Tell Scarlet it looks super comfy.
There's a bedroom up there, Scarlet. It looks comfy.
Super comfy. I can hear you.
It looks super comfy. So there's a kitchen and a bedroom. What would you all like to
I think
explore
the
or
answer
die
is
in?
that the bedroom needs thorough exploration.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with her.
Okay, well, here's the trick. Todd is already up there, but we can't get up there. At least Keldor can't.
There's
Not
a
this way.
staircase.
There is a staircase. We can come up that way. Or you boys can go up the staircase and me and Todd will just wait for you in the bedroom.
Okay, I want to state this for any ears that may be listening. You're advocating splitting up.
I mean, I feel pretty safe if it's with Scarlet, to be frank with you. I feel pretty okay.
I'm starting not to trust pirates.
Why? Pirates are super friendly. She's been checking for traps.
Just to expedite this, Scarlet, you can retreat to the bedroom up the dumbwaiter if you so wish.
I will meet Todd there.
All right.
For some rendezvous, as the kids are calling it these days.
We have split the party. I will try to make investigations relatively quick, but I need Manghorn and Keldor to remove headphones momentarily.
No. No. Temptress.
Or we have a great time.
Scarlet,
Yes.
you step out of the dumbwaiter. The room is as I've described, and I can even get you a little more detail. There
Please.
looks to be no
Are they
sign
silk
of-
sheets?
They are. There's big curtains, fancy banisters, silk sheets. This is the captain's room. He's more important than everyone else.
I'm a captain, so.
Exquisite tapestries adorn the wall. The tall bed's covered in fur. The far corner of the room has a spigot connected to the aqueduct and has running water. The room is in immaculate shape, and there are absolutely no signs of a struggle in here whatsoever.
Oh, hello, Tot.
Hi, Scarlet. I'm bouncing on the bed.
Well, it seems you are already ready to go.
Yep. No, I'm super prepared all the time.
So am I. It comes to being a pirate. Now, it doesn't look like there's any signs of a struggle in this room.
Not,
Would you
yeah.
Would you like it to make it look like there was?
Yes.
All right, then let's do.
A plus 100 total consent. Yes.
Okay, well then.
Great.
We have some time before the boys find the stairs and find the way up here.
Are you both going to be distracted and fading to black for a few minutes then?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
On
Scarlet,
brand.
But first, I check underneath the bed because if I was a murderer, crazy axe murderer, that's where I would hide.
Or a guy with a
wardrobe.
machete.
Yes, I briefly check under the bed, the curtains, and in the wardrobe.
And then while she's doing that, I get undressed and wait.
Yes, I'm very quick at undressing.
all right.
Nimble fingers.
Scarlet, digging underneath the bed, looking for anything under there. There's a little bit of disturbed dust. You don't know what kind of weapon was held under there, but it was grabbed and the captain of the keep ran away.
All right.
Once we begin our fading to black on the bed, I need Scarlet to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. This is 14.
All right.
Okay. Oh, me or put
No,
them
it's-
on? Yes. All right. This is fine.
We're gonna
I do not
switch.
like all your laughing.
We're gonna switch. It's boys' night now. Tart and Scarlet.
We are
Both of
walking
you,
up the
both of you
stairs.
roll some perception checks really quick for me.
$23.
10.
What do I see? And tell me whether or not I tell him if I've. This is something I'm going to decide whether or not I want to share.
I may stab
Manghorn,
him.
there are inappropriate carnal noises from up in the bedroom. There's moaning, pleasurable screaming, etc. We just kind of faded to black.
Ah, well.
We need to get up there.
Well. Professionals are at work.
No. I'll just stop. I'm going to stop right there.
Right. There's not much more we can say about it, other than I guess we'll mosey our way up there.
They used to call me Hobgoblin Steel.
I don't believe that at all. Why don't you lead the way, Mr. Steele?
Where is
I'm
that?
going to make a perception check on the sorcerer behind me as I go up. Can I be aware of him as I go up? Ooh, not very good.
You're aware of his position behind you. If he's going to make any quick movements, you'll know right where he is and if he's about to try anything.
Okay, I'll go up.
All right, if we are heading up the stairs, we enter the main hallway of the keep. There's huge wooden double doors that are wide open, and you can see the bloody courtyard in front of you. Coming up the stairs, there's more things that branch off on this first floor. There's hallways that lead upstairs to a kitchen and to a barracks. I'll let you use your clues of the general area to put things together. There's a couple disheveled carpets, marks on the wall, and crossbow bolts in here that tell you this is at least one of the places the fighting spread out to or came from. At this time, those two are probably going to come down from upstairs, I think. So I'm going to tell them to put their headphones in.
What's up?
I wanted to come up there with you two.
Phrasing.
Are you guys in here now?
Yes. The sorcerer will not talk to me.
Wait, who's in here?
No, we're on the first floor.
You can't get
It
out.
was said that you guys came out of the bedroom and made
Oh.
your way to the stairs. So we're kind of right. Stryder, we're all kind of like on the first floor.
Yes.
We're on
Okay.
the first floor.
There wasn't much up there.
That's a shame.
I
No,
heard
we didn't
moaning.
really find much of anything.
A lot of moaning was going on up there.
It might be haunted. This could be
I
ghosts.
strongly suspect ghosts.
Yeah, it
We
could be
didn't
ghosts.
see any though. We looked really hard.
You think the
Shanking
ghosts
ghosts.
are killers?
Yeah. They
Maybe.
sound
It's
like-
a theory.
Do you
Well-
convey to them the state of the room? The fact that
Oh, it's a mess in there. It's a mess. Like, it's sheets thrown,
The pillow is just like there's feathers everywhere.
scratch marks in the wallpaper. It's a
Yes.
mess.
all right. It sounds like the upstairs is a complete mess. Perhaps there was combat in there as well.
That's bullshit.
I'm kind of
I'm not
pissed.
on that shit.
Did you search around? Did you?
Yes.
We're very perceptive.
We
Well,
were-
I'm very perceptive.
I did a lot of looking in a lot of places.
Yeah. Think she found some good stuff.
I found some wonderful things.
I heard everything, by the way. Just so this whole innuendo stuff. You can work on the hobgoblin. Me, not so much. So, did you find anything other than carnal information on your
Would you like to
respective
find
friend?
out?
Yes.
No, I'm just simply asking if you've done your job other than fornication.
Look,
I drive a Ferrari.
Is that a tick?
I feel like it's a brand of carriage, like it's like the horses called.
Okay, well,
Or it's a breed of horse. I'm not really sure. I'm more into seafaring vessels.
yeah.
I know that there's a horse called a Mustang, but only like douchebags like ride those.
Camaro. Then.
All right, on this first floor, there's the stairs up to the captain's room, the stairs down to the basement, the dirt tunnels and furnaces down there. And up here, there's a hallway to a kitchen and a
But
hallway.
let's investigate the kitchen next. Oh, before the ghosts were running amok, there was no signs of struggle up there, and it appears that the captain of the guard had grabbed this whatever weapon they used from underneath the bed and then headed out. So apparently the battle didn't reach up there until whatever it was happened up there.
How do you know it's the captain of the guard?
It was a big bed.
It was a queen-sized bed.
Not a king size.
No,
No, too queen-sized.
Fine.
Anyway,
Guess it's gonna be fun too.
right, let's go investigate the kitchen.
okay.
The kitchen. Fine. Yes. Let's do that.
Someone could be hiding in the kitchen, Mr.
There
Manghorn.
are a lot of cabinets to open and investigate.
Can we check them for traps?
Yes, we can do that. I will check the oven. And the pantry, we definitely need to investigate the pantry for snacks.
The smell of rotten food hits you before the doors to this
Ugh.
room are even open. It seems that a meal was being prepared in this room, but was forgotten about. Cutlery hangs on hooks, and a dirty stove and oven decorate the kitchen. Cupboards dot the perimeter of the room, and you have plenty of preserved foods that can last a long time. Jerkies, hardtacks, pickled meats.
Well. Cool. How long ago does it look like this all happened? I mean, I know when we got the pigeon that what it was? A pigeon?
Yes.
Um,
I received a seagull.
of course.
Yes.
So about how long has it been?
Keldor received a Thunderbird. It's been about a week, enough time for some of the food to have started to spoil.
I'll eat it anyway.
Okay, maybe not. Like, there's some fresh stuff if you're hungry. We could make a sandwich, but you don't need to eat the rotten food.
Well, the hardtack might still be all right. I will rummage around for some some decent food for our good friend Keldor.
Max.
Investigation, or actually, I think survival might be.
Are we sure we don't want to use investigation?
Keldor, you can just start like stuffing your face if you want to roll a Constitution save.
Keldor will definitely start eating.
You don't need what?
Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, he's hardy.
Listen, a week is the first freshen.
Look, let me find you some better food. Survival. Oh, that's actually not bad. Here, I found some decent hardtack.
You're able to find quite a few preserved things. Keldor,
Mr. Mag, are you hungry? I found some ruined food.
No, thank you.
All right.
Eat up.
Keldor, I'm going to give you your next clue, actually. The food in here, though about a week old, is completely mushy, rotten. You've had worse, and you've had to survive off of worse. That being said, it doesn't seem a week old. It's very rapidly decomposing. It seems like you picked something up after a month or two.
Really? Like it's like salt air. Like something is staling it quickly?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right. I said we could fix you something.
I'm not hungry. I lost my appetite. Something's not right about this crap. And he throws it.
Okay.
Well, I told you I found some decent food that's not been gross.
He takes it off her. What is it?
It's like pickles.
Pickles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Preserved food.
That doesn't go bad.
Yeah, I'm
What the
eating
hell
a
are you
pickle
two
right
talking
now.
about?
Pickles?
Never heard of them.
Well, they're delicious. Try one. I'm like eating a pickle.
Is it?
Ooh, pickles.
Why? Well, I will not eat a pickle.
Don't throw them out. I was going to eat them.
We're
Fine.
gonna eat those. What if we get stuck here in like a snowstorm? Don't waste food.
Eat your own pickle.
Is there a large
Those were
tapered
my
pickle in there?
A large stand-up pickles? Is that what you said?
I said, is there a large tapered pickle in there?
I'm sure
I'm
there
not
is.
going to
Would you
dignify
like-
that question with
Okay.
a response.
I can make. Is there stuff like I could make like a sandwich, like with jerky or something for Keldor?
Yeah, we
It'll
could make like a hardtack jerky.
Yeah.
sandwich.
There's enough to put together meals to survive here if your investigation's concluded in the next couple of days.
Okay.
After that,
Woof.
you'll probably need to start finding food somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Hunting or whatever it is.
Why don't we check out the barracks?
Yes, let's do that. We've investigated the house thoroughly and found nothing.
Good idea, gnome.
Just go with it.
The barracks seems to be some kind of sleeping and just general mess hall and gathering chamber for the actual people that worked here. There's bunk beds. They are pristine and made in a military fashion, save for a couple at the far end that were used by those who stayed up patrolling at night and would sleep during the day. In those bunk beds, they lay with their throats slit open. No obvious struggle, it was done quickly. Roll an
Professionals. I like
roll an
it.
investigation check as for the rest of the room. Anyone who's curious.
I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, good job, everybody. Well,
Oh,
did
wow.
good.
That's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, look at that.
Scarlet and Keldor, you will spy the mess hall in various states of disarray. Just plates falling over, people hurrying outside to join the fray, not actual battle or combat in here. Most of the food, water, and ale is spilled over, and a lot of the food has been thrown onto the floor, most of it not eaten.
It's like they were all, because the other place had bedroom, the bed had ale stains on it. It's like they were all drinking in bed and then threw their cups down to go fight.
Well, that sounds. Well, they seem to have gumption. I'll give them that.
That does not sound right.
The word gumption? It's
Yeah.
a weird word. It's a good one.
It is a good one.
Gumption.
He likes to run a lot.
What?
What?
Oh my god. Okay, so we got some dead folks with their throats cut.
Very professionally done. Whoever did this, I would hire them onto my boat in a heartbeat.
But there are no tracks. Do you think maybe it's something that floats? We were talking about
We
ghosts.
were talking about ghosts.
Ghosts with like stabby things.
Ghosts with steak knives.
Or it could be that they murdered their friends.
That's horrible.
Yes, but there's no one else here.
Great sorcerer.
Are
Well,
there-
not that we've seen. We still have to check out the blacksmithery, or what do you call it? The thing that
Yes.
we.
It's done. I agree with the sorcerer.
Well, maybe there was a select, what is the, usually what we call it at sea when you have a mutiny. Maybe there was a mutiny here at the barracks and a small cell attacked the rest of them and they all fought.
Well,
They'll
if there's a mutiny, then we should check the commander's quarters, as if there was a mutiny of the lower ranks, then the upper ranks would surely suffer from such an action.
Unless the upper ranks caught the mutiny and ran downstairs to take care of it.
Then where are they?
Well, they're not here. I checked the captain's quarters. He had a handy plaque, that's how I knew.
I mean, to be honest, Scarlet, maybe we could check it one more time just to have more eyes on
All right.
the room.
Let's have them investigate the captain's quarters again.
Yeah,
And then we should move on to a different building because there's nothing here.
yeah.
Did Keldor sigh? He's never seen the sea.
Oh, you've never seen this sea?
It is a
He would
beautiful
not
place.
say that. He would never say that.
Can we tell that he's looking wistful, Stryder? I'm gonna roll an insight check. Are you looking wistful?
Is
There's a moment of
Oh no. Oh no.
nautical longing. It's
Nautical. It's a very
unmistakable.
specific look. I have it often.
Yeah, no. No, he's never seen the sea, Scarlet.
Well, maybe.
Can we go on a vacation to the sea with Keldor?
Well, I mean, I could give you a tour of my boat. It is in docked currently, since it is the off season for piracy.
I think I've already had a tour.
Well,
longing. I like that duck.
Okay, to the captain's quarters. We are super good detectives. Let's go.
Greg, what you see in the captain's quarters is a mess of a bed. There's fancy banisters. Everything in here is, besides that, is pretty pristine, though. There are furs and fancy silk sheets just messed up. But there's exquisite tapestries that adorn the walls. All of the furniture in here is smooth, polished. If you roll me perception or investigate, I'll tell you what all you can find in here.
Tart and I already looked thoroughly.
Apparently I can't find shit, as it smells like sex and candy in here.
How did he know?
What?
It's like
In here,
candy.
there must have been deviant ghosts.
Who's that sitting in my
Person.
chair?
I should listen to.
Well, do you see anything, Mr. Manghorn?
I don't know, did you look at these tapestries? Did you...
Yes, I looked behind the tapestries. I looked
Oh,
behind the
I got a very good view of the tapestries.
Yes. At the bed, under the bed, against the wardrobe, against the wall, right out the window.
You
His
know
hand-
that we
his
were
hand-
separated for roughly 42
Marty's fine.
seconds. But just as so all of this is in your mind is a
I can
lengthy...
dash as a bonus action. I'm very
That's all I need is 42 seconds.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I drive a Ferrari.
Guys, haven't seen it.
Greg, I sent you a message. Also, with a nat 1 on perception, the only thing you'll be able to find in here at all is the captain's private little journal he's been writing in. It's mostly a log of things in and out of the place, and he claims that morale has never been better. With a nat 1, you find absolutely nothing else.
I think we sat
there might
on
not
that.
actually be anything else to find.
We did. I think that got shoved at some point.
Yes. Is that a journal? Is that what that is? I thought it was something else.
well, I would suggest someone else look at it, as I am
Well,
incapable of
I'll give it a
perceiving
read through.
anything beyond
that's
the
possible.
smell.
You. It's nice.
We're going the enemy.
Yeah, Todd, would you like to read through the book?
I love reading.
Gnomes love to read.
Yep, gnomes fucking love reading. What does it say, Stryder?
Yeah, you come to the same consensus. It's a log of what's in and out of here, and at least from his perspective, he thinks everyone's in great morale. Because winter's going to be over soon, it'll be springtime, things are starting to wake up, flowers will soon start sprouting.
He was so happy.
Wait,
He
what
was
time of the
talking
year?
about the
Being
flowers.
keyword.
What time of the year is it now? If he said spring is soon going to be coming, I thought there was snow outside. Is there?
It is.
Are we at
It's
the end of winter?
late
Okay.
winter.
It's like Montana.
It's like June in Montana. There's still snow.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful, Stryder. Kill them both.
I've been to South Dakota. There's still snow
What was
in May.
the?
very
What was the? Tot. What
yes,
was the last?
Mr. Manghorn.
What was the last thing that was received here? If this was a journal of
Well,
what came and
Oh,
went.
in the journal. Oh.
Yep, I looked at the back of the book as I smile at Scarlet.
Yes.
Manghorn readies a particular spell.
It's a prestidigitation. Need to clean up this.
It is not.
Okay, what's at the back of the book?
I'll send you a private message.
Okay, I love reading. Oh, cool. Okay, well, I've read it, but I'm waiting, so I'm reading very carefully because I'm always very careful.
Always.
Yep.
Your care was duly noted.
Huh. Okay, this is weird.
What did you find, little guy?
I found a log of cars, but there's no Ferrari listed here because they are stupid, stupid cars. That's what I found. That's what I found, Keldor. Because I am a gnome.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. No, it's just the last entry in here was that the food had just showed up. The last shipment for winter.
The,
And that
Like
was
good
just
pickles.
a week ago.
the
That
feed
food
or
was
the
terrible.
food?
Food.
Fine. Food.
I just didn't know if you could understand my accent, which is totally a real.
Okay, well, let's work with a theory here, shall we? That no
Okay.
one came in here and killed anyone, that they ate some bad shit, and they decided to go, a few of them anyway, absolutely apeshit crazy on everyone else. They were convinced to kill everyone, and that was the end of the log. Now,
Like mad cow disease.
Yes, but
Oh,
instead
never
of
heard
mad
of that.
cow where they get sick and spit up and die, they decided to slit the throats
Is
of
that
the
like
Night
mad
Watch and-
sea cow disease when the manatees just spin in circles?
I'm starting to agree with the sorcerer here.
Finally.
I wonder what
And-
happened in that bedroom.
And our friend Keldor here ate some of the food. 2 of you had pickles.
Pickles were delicious.
Well,
I saw
sure
the
they
dead
were.
68.
the pickles weren't bad though. All
I'm
the other
sure that-
food was bad.
Okay.
If
Well
they were
then,
preserved.
if
Obviously, they didn't
everyone
eat the
else has a
pickles.
theory, let's hear it. As
I still like my mutiny theory.
I take a step back from Keldor.
okay, well here's my question.
I'll go
Back up
stop.
to
Strider, did we see anybody that looked like a? Because we had some pretty good perception checks in the courtyard. Did we have see anybody that seemed to be of higher rank than everyone else? Finer armor, maybe like a sash saying, that they were like Miss Ursa Minor or something, that, they were in charge of the place?
Nothing too specific. They were all wearing and adorned the same general equipment, despite the captain's lavish quarters. I'm gonna say if you peek out the front door and maybe move some snow aside, you will be able to find the captain, though. She will have some kind of red shoulder pauldron.
Queen Bed. Makes sense now.
All right, let's look for everything then. If we can find who is in charge, and maybe, is there any notion in the book that gives current population of the keep? Like, under my watch there were 43 men and such women and such horses and such. Can we like go through and count everybody out?
There'll be 16 women and 10 men.
Nice.
They are mostly accounted for. The 1 woman and 2 men in the beds with the throats slit. The rest out in the courtyard. There seems to be 5 yet you have not discovered.
Well, these 5 are not here. How many is it? Like 3 women, 2 men?
Yeah, let's say that.
Sure. Well, we have... And is the commander one of them, or is the commander's body out in the courtyard?
The commander's body's out in the courtyard. You're able to find her.
Can we search her?
Sure.
That's a good idea.
I'm full of them.
Commander's a disappointment.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
That's 20.
I'm sticking with the sorcerer.
That's great.
Guess he's
Ah.
saving
He's
you.
a killer. I'll kill you.
Queen Bed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away.
Lanrose, also with that nat 20, I'll allow you to roll me a perception check.
Additional perception?
Yeah.
Okey dokey.
You do have an advantage you can invoke if you want to.
Do I have to say before?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do my advantage. 14!
14. I like rolling a lot of dice when I'm GMing. Oh, nat 1. Greg, I'm going to send you a PM real quick. Or
Sure.
a DM, whatever they are nowadays.
Is that in Zoom?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, I'll send you one
Yeah.
of these.
That sounds perfect. Scoo-doo-doo.
No. What are we doing
Right.
after this?
What?
What are we doing after this?
You want to get
I
a
was
drink?
thinking about getting pizza and drink.
Ooh!
Yes.
From somewhere far away from here.
Yes.
Now I'm gross.
Very far away.
What you actually find, yeah, there'll be a little bit better armor. Maybe some kind of magical sword. I'll give you with a nat 20. Don't know if you're much of a sword user. It's a one-handed long sword. Seems to have some kind of electricity enchantment on it. It can strike. If you hit someone with it, it'll do normal longsword damage. Then anyone else within 5 feet, well, a little AOE damage around as well. Maybe an extra D6.
Nice. It just so happens that I like carrying longswords.
What's your normal one?
Sing! As I put it, in nothing, as I'm not carrying a sheath.
Well, the court should have one. Steal theirs.
Alright. Well,
Get it while the getting's good, as I say.
I believe we need to find these remaining 5 people, so...
Oh, like there potentially was a mutiny?
Well, we have 5 people missing. And whenever you're investigating something, pirate, you see what was there before, and now you see what there is now.
I like
And-
theorizing while I look at things. It keeps my
Hope he dies with that long sword.
Yes, I heard through the dumbwaiter your intentions and your practice.
She's very practiced.
Very proficient.
It was 42 seconds. Don't
That's how
brag.
practiced she is.
Very, very proficient. Long sword.
What do you drive again?
Ferrari.
I had forgotten. It's been
proficient
a
with all
minute and
type
10
of
seconds.
weapons.
Very cool.
So I've heard.
Tis winter. Well, we haven't checked out the training dummy, the chapel, or the smithy. Maybe the chapel?
This is an old map that I pulled out of some PDF I found. We're going to say the training dummies have been replaced with some kind of water purification room, an aqueduct that leads into some kind of place you fill your
Well then, with the aquifer, the smithy, we kind of saw the forge, or the chapel, which is where I would hide if I was a mutineer. In, like, landbound.
Like irony.
Yes, exactly. It's funny. I've pillaged many a chapel.
Sweet.
They often have neat things to nick.
Okay. Sure, we're going to go to the chapel.
Right, let's go.
Okay.
What is he talking about?
Don't worry about it.
We'll go to the chapel.
All right. The chapel itself looks relatively underused. The dust and cobwebs in here persist since before this all went down. No one's come in here in a long time. This one-room building feels claustrophobic and would more correctly be referred to as a small shrine or an altar.
Interesting.
The room is packed with little boxes of candles. There's cobwebs, and most notably, the entire room is lined with bookshelves. In the center of the room, a small bedside table's been draped with a little blanket in an attempt to form some kind of makeshift altar to the travel gods. The books seem to go over a wide range of practical topics, more so than theological. Lots of surviving in the north, legends of Wendigos and etc. All of it seems to be pretty relevant to the locale.
Right. Well, I would like to look under the blanket.
It's just a table. Maybe some makeshift Farlongen altar.
Langen, not bad. I believe myself.
Good perception.
Did you just spot hidden the room, Stephen?
Dwight Park comes in.
All right. With that perception, I'm going to have you roll a will save for me then. Please.
What is a will save? What is that? I gotta go.
Wisdom saving throw, I meant.
Oh, God.
Yeah, wisdom. All this 3.5.
Not very good.
11.
How many people can I see? Can I see all 3 of these people?
Can I see?
We're literally all standing
Listen,
here.
hold on. I have a racial trait. If I bump it up to 14, now I'll take it. I'll take it. Hobgoblins, if they see 3 people, they can add whatever bonus they can see to people.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you.
No, I won't use that yet.
All right, Keldor, roll initiative.
It's all fun in 42 seconds until initiative is rolled.
Not good.
11's your number.
11. Keldor, that little voice in your mind, that little bit of intuition, that gut feeling, it's pushing you forward, driving you. You know beyond a shadow of a doubt, most certainly, the person behind all of this, the slaughter of all these people, and your clan is Lanros, that dirty, untrustable sorcerer.
I attack him immediately.
Lanros, please roll me an initiative check.
Certainly.
He's going to destroy me. Yep.
Looks like I go
Lanros.
first. I would like
You
to do
see
2
it-
things. The first thing I would like to do is he's not engaged with me yet, as he hasn't had a chance to move. So I would like to cast invisibility on myself, and I would like to peace the fuck out.
You see rage flare in his eyes, not even the rage associated with this kind or the more subhuman and sub-elven intelligent races. You
That's
see magic.
hurtful.
You see a bit of magic spurring him on. The kind that twists his mind and makes
Kind
him
I saw in the
perceive-
courtyard. The hint of
Yeah.
it.
You know he was under some kind of spell.
So,
You were prepared. Go ahead and roll some kind of stealth check. With
Take it.
invisibility, I don't know specifics about that spell. That would certainly
Advantage.
be advantage, I would think.
I got a lot of advantages too.
22. See you on the flip. I know I didn't cast that spell either. And I don't know anyone else that can cast that spell. Or do I? Gnome.
Ladies, he's the killer.
Scarlet,
Well, where
Target
did he
disappeared.
go?
He disappeared on us. Kill him.
Keldor, you can roll me a perception check. Since you like spot hidden so much. I will make you beat his 22, though, to be able to see him.
All right, whatever. Can I?
Dude.
Yeah, I'm not even trying it. Yeah,
Well, where did he go?
I
he's a
don't-
killer. Kill him.
How do you? Okay.
Okay, we're going to look for him if he's the killer.
I will run a
Only
bit ahead.
killers disappear.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
run.
good point. And I'm going to throw out my bag of 1,000 bulberries.
Yes, 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 Lindy.
What the hell is that?
He's the killer. We're trying to
He's the
stop him.
killer. Get him, girls.
Well, I'm trying to find him. Look for little balls that are moving.
Yep. Oh, that's great. That's great, Lindy.
Greg, wherever you are and
Most
here. up on a-
Underused bag of item in the rogues.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never actually seen the ball bearings like used
She
well.
did it. She
This
used
is
it.
amazing.
Greg, wherever Lanros is in the room, be it up on the altar or
A
heading
red
up,
Ferrari.
there is going to be a sudden explosion of ball bearings around on the floor.
I will assume difficult terrain towards the door, correct? If we're doing theaters of the mind. Good. I'm nowhere near that.
Are you a killer?
Where's the ball bearings moving? Or
Yeah.
You should,
where are they
you're a
moving?
goddamn killer. You got a redskin hat on, so it's hard for me to like think you're a killer.
Yes, I just watch and listen for the ball bearings to
I
move.
just can't. I can't.
Yeah, there's like one door in here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to attack him.
And don't stand in the door. Just
Good
to make
idea.
Yes.
None of the ball bearings move, and if you thrash about with your weapons around you, you're not hitting anybody.
No,
He
I
waits-
just hold them at the ready.
He wasted a turn on all that bullshit.
Now,
Now.
in the ears of both the pirate and the hobgoblin,
They're against you.
they would hear the following. There was a spell cast on the hobgoblin. I did not cast it. Unless you can cast a suggestive spell, then you are looking for the wrong person.
Of course I could do that.
Keldor, go ahead and roll another wisdom saving throw for me. This time with advantage.
I'd be like, I can't use magic.
I don't believe you.
I'm
You're
a-
giving me that.
I'm literally a pirate. I have slashy. I
What the hell
have,
is me in the
I
double
have-
rolls here?
I have natural causes and unfortunate circumstances.
Yes.
My two weapons.
Yes. Natural 20, baby.
With a nat 20,
Everything's
We're able-
delayed on my. Listen, everything's delayed. By the way, I keep seeing myself.
No, Steven.
yeah, your
Yeah, I
internet's
know. That's
You're a
my
little
fucking
robotic.
dude. It's my computer all the time. Anywho,
You cast a spell. You're visible,
with your
Manghorn.
nat.
Unless he whispered.
nat 20.
I whispered, and it's in my mind. The message spell.
It's a spell. You're
Gonna spell
visible,
it.
buddy.
To
It's
me?
not concentration.
That no,
Listen.
If
visibility.
you cast a spell while you're invisible,
Or
you
make an
become
attack action.
invisible.
Yes.
Are you looking me up,
Then-
sorcerer?
Then if
looking
you
me
can
up?
find me,
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's literally in the rules of the spell.
I drive a Ferrari.
Kaldor, you recall the Ferraris of back home, and the suggestion spell that's been placed on you is no more. You're able to shrug it off. Your fury and accusations towards Landrose may have been suggested to you from elsewhere, and in fact, he might not be the killer.
But he's visible.
Wait a minute.
But I
Sorcerer, I believe you.
Remember, I
is he
rolled a
visible?
22 stealth.
I got a nat 20.
If you can
Not
I believe
find
you,
me
bitch.
in a
Sorcerer.
22
Visible.
stealth, sure, but I'm a 22
couple things.
stealth.
Target,
No.
you know how invisibility spells work. Yes, he's certainly visible. He is
Good.
nowhere just directly next to you in this room.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Yes. What?
No.
Yes.
Listen, he's not the killer.
You just said he was the killer.
But it,
I'm very
I changed my
confused.
mind now. I'm allowed to change my mind.
You are.
He's not the killer.
This is completely
You
true.
come out now.
This
I
is
believe
very
you.
confusing. I was
I
he's
rolled a
the killer,
20.
he's
I'm
not the
very
killer. Do I have to pick all
convinced.
1,000 of these ball bearings up now? I thought we had our man. You seemed really convinced, Gil.
I did. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I believed he was the killer.
I'll
And
still be in the
now-
doorway, but I'll be like, 1, 2,
I think he would have.
3.
He probably would have kicked my ass though. He was tricky. You come out now.
A mage hand with a glove floats in front of all of you and gives you the fucking finger.
So
I
he's
do.
within 30 feet.
He's up there. That's
Close.
what he's saying. He's saying he's up.
Well, look
up.
up.
Look
Keldor,
up there.
is your neck not bend
Yeah.
in that
I'm
direction?
looking around the altar.
I said,
Look
I
underneath
see,
it, there's a blanket. You
pirate,
can hide underneath.
pirate. I say, what's
Yes.
up?
I do have a name.
What's up?
The ceiling.
Yes,
Yes.
that's there.
The gloved mage hand, Keldor, would point to Tart or to Scarlet and then go,
I think he's asking for a tip.
Or maybe like dating advice? I'm not really
Oh
sure.
yeah, he might need
I'm
some.
very talented.
Is it dusty in here, Stryder?
Scarlet was
See this
very eager to help me
with what?
with attacking the sorcerer.
You said he's the killer. We must stop him.
Well, I believe it. But yes, she
And
was
we
very
believe you,
eager to help me.
Keldor.
The
The killer's mind is like, nah.
the mage hand with the glove in it writes in the dust. Roll an insight check.
I won't do that. I rolled that 20, so I believe him. For some reason.
No, it would say, trust your feelings,
very poor.
hobgoblin.
Very poor.
Okay.
I'm very confused.
Well, I know I'm not the killer. Because I haven't been pillaging in months.
Okay.
Look how clean.
Why is a pirate here? Why is a pirate here?
Because I was, look, this
Okay.
place has been pillaged. I was hired on my pillaging expertise.
Gnomes kill nobody. Why are you here?
Again, my pillaging expertise to explore and see what happened. I still think it's a mutiny. Potentially, we're still missing 5 bodies. Unless it's
Is she
somebody.
red sorcerer?
I'm a bard.
Well, he's talking to Mr. Manghorn, I believe.
I believe that guy.
The glove would write in the dust. My money's on, and then point at Tart.
Not the gnome.
Not the gnome. Great. Okay, well, I'm gonna just start
Great.
guessing. I'm gonna just start guessing, and I'm going to
Stryder, tell me who it is.
Thunderwave
Ah!
up.
I'm going to leave the building and just look for the forge. Then we're not getting anywhere. The smithy.
I'm gonna
Like,
Thunderwave up.
I didn't
With
kill
the
anyone
rafters.
today.
I don't know what that means.
I'm going to leave.
Why? Stop trying to convince me.
I might need some kind of initiative roll between Tart and Lanros if you guys are gonna start shooting spells at each other.
Ooh. Kind of rolling this.
Thunderwave, right? That's definitely gonna go off first. Tell Greg what he has to roll.
Constitution save.
3. So horrible.
Well, I guess I'll roll just in case.
Nope. So that's
Scarlet,
How
you
does
just
that even happen?
Yes, it can. I'm a swashbuckler. I get to add my dexterity and my charisma. Thank you very much.
14 thunder damage, and you're pushed.
If he fits.
He did.
roll,
Oh, she
roll a dexterity saving throw, Greg. You're going to take the damage, the 14 damage. Roll 1d4. And 2 more as you are pushed and fall from the rafters and land into the room on the altar below.
Oh,
Hello,
goody.
everyone.
Hello, Mr. Manghorn. I say from
Hi.
outside the chapel.
By the way, she's the killer.
We turned quickly.
Are we sure? She was very charming
Yes.
and skilled, but not as skilled as I am.
By the
No.
way, fantastic investigative work, Scarlet. You slept with the killer.
I don't know what.
I would have thought I would have known. You know, you really get to know someone when you get
Did you
that
two sleep together?
Yes, and we'll sleep with you too if you help us take down Mr. Manghorn, who is the real killer.
Keldor knows. that
You
Matt
rolled a
was
5
not
on
the
your
killer.
insight,
No,
buddy.
I got a 20 on the perception if he is the killer. He knows he's not the killer.
So it must be someone else. It must be the mutiny.
No, but you did get that tempting offer.
For real?
Yeah, no, we will really sleep with you if you help
Really?
get Mr. Manghorn.
Either way, we will come to
Anything I
Kel.
want to do?
We will come to Keldor and he can make his decision on his initiative roll.
Okay, there
It's
you go.
currently Lanros's initiative roll.
Thank God I can think of
Lanros,
Thrown on the ground.
you have been thrown onto the altar down below. You did not do a very good job catching your balance, but it is your turn, and you're capable of doing whatever you can normally do in a turn.
Is there an exit behind me?
No.
Alrighty, well, as I am a 3rd level sorcerer, let's see, how many sorcery points do I have as I bust out all this shit to figure out? Okay, is it 1 sorcery point per,
You have 3 sorcery points.
Yes, but is it 1 to put into a spell slot? 1 per spell slot?
No, it's a specific thing. Hold on.
Spend sorcery points into a spell level.
There's a certain
Sorcery
number.
points to gain additional spell slots, or sacrifice spell slots to gain additional sorcery points. So, as a bonus action, I can convert a sorcery point, which I do, into.
Sorcery points for a 1st level spell
2
slot.
for 1st level, 3 for 2nd level.
Then I do all 3 for a bonus action, and I diss a fucking peer.
Well, there's still a bajillion ball bearings on the floor, so.
Fine. I'm hoping that the hobgoblin realizes that he's the next one to die, as I yell before I move and say, Keldor, they're never going to sleep with you. You'll never see your Ferrari again. You're going to fucking die. Now, it's your initiative. Do something productive with the character you rolled up in D&D Beyond.
Someone clip that, please.
Well, I'm a bit curious, but Keldor says he's very large.
I am large.
We would really like to find out if it's true.
Yes.
Ah,
Like, is it Ferrari sized or baguette sized?
have you ever seen a steel pipe? Like Clue. Have you ever played Clue?
Yes, I played Clue though.
Play the nautical version.
That's about the steel pipe. Anywho,
Okay, go get him. He's over
listen,
there.
no. Keller believes the sorcerer. And he attacks the barn.
Roll an attack check.
What do I need to roll here? Oh, okay, I got you.
Just what
He
else?
pulls out his axe, which is very mighty.
What's
And attacks.
Todd, are you the killer? Was it our whole
However,
relationship?
hold
a
on.
lie?
Hold on. I am going to use my samurai skill,
Uh-huh.
and I am going to. That gives me advantage. I have 3 times I can use an advantage on that, and it's not very good though.
No, it's an 11.
Action surge. Axe
Okay.
again.
There you go. Go get him, hobgoblin.
I will use my samurai skill, and I will take the 19.
The samurai hobgoblin will land a blow on a 19, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I will. I will try to cut in words it. I would have to roll a 6, I think. No, yeah, I would have to roll a 6.
You can always cut
It also gives me extra 5 points of damage on this turn. I have an extra 5 hit points.
Okay, so it still hits, so you can roll damage.
Kill her now.
No, that's an attack.
Click
How do
on
I
the
not-
battle axe and it will roll damage. If you click,
I
there
did.
you go. And that'd be 13 then with your 5.
I did roll that. I did.
Stop clicking things.
Battle
I just-
axe!
I just rolled it for you. You got an 8 damage,
you.
but you get an
Put
extra
the
5.
word battle axe in the text.
That's
I
why
got it.
I love Stryder.
I got it. Okay. I'm feeling okay. Thank you.
Scarlet, I think that means it's your turn.
It's my turn out there. Tot, are you the killer? Was our whole relationship a lie?
No.
Which one? Those were two questions.
Both?
I know I'm not the killer.
Right. I have a terrible insight because I have a negative wisdom modifier.
I think Keldor is just trying to accuse anyone. He was accusing Mr. Maghorn, and now he's accusing me. And I have this cut right here. It's ruining my outfit.
This is awful. I am going...
He's
I will
engaged.
protect you if you're not. I'll protect you.
I'm going to stand in the doorway with my swords out and hold my action to attack anyone who tries to run past me.
That makes no sense.
Because I don't... So confused.
Don't attack me. Attack either one of them.
Tart,
I
is it your
can't
turn?
see one of them, and I
Yeah.
don't know how I feel about the other one.
Tart, what do you do?
I cast
We shared so much. We're so intimate.
suggestion on Keldor.
Well, that's not telling or anything, as that was his
almost
very
like
spell.
it's 14 minutes before the
um,
end of the show.
If we're going
Keldor.
to party. Are we partying?
Yep.
Yes.
Keldor, roll another wisdom saving throw then.
I will now. I can see all three of my allies.
Well,
I will definitely.
you can
Wait,
see them
no!
allies.
Manghorn is invisible.
Oh, it's true.
Are
I'm
you
here. I'm here.
He's invisible.
Rick,
You can't
I'm
see him. You can't see
invisible.
I
him.
will let Stryder decide if I can see him or not.
My
Hobgoblins
mage
do
hand
not
draws
have
a
object
face on
permanency.
Oh no!
I can see two people, so that's a +2 to my roll right now.
But you're attacking
you can
Todd, so
use
she's
that-
not an ally.
15.
Yeah, we're not allies.
Yeah, no, you're okay. That doesn't mean you have not decided. Well,
I'm trying to get you to stop attacking me.
16. I can see the pirate. What's her name?
Scarlet. It's
Okay.
literally on the
Her.
Zoom call.
I can see her. I
Yeah.
got Ferrari Scarlet, by the way.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is 16 good enough?
But I'm going to use my change appearance and impose disadvantage on his roll
I've never heard of
as a changeling,
Not a no.
not a gnome.
the gnome.
So that's a 3.
These gnomes are
He turns
tricky.
into an
How
actual
are you
gnome.
just? What do you turn into to distract him?
I
Or
turn
what changes?
They
into
play too much D&D.
a Ferrari.
I like them. I got a red one.
Now you have failed, and you will not attack me. You will defend me and hurt Mr. Manghorn.
I'm not so sure that's exactly correct.
I am. I am.
I'll let Stryder tell me what I need to do.
The suggestion spell hits with that disadvantage. You get a 3. That is not enough. You feel the exact same rage towards Mr. Manghorn you did a moment ago. He is certainly the killer, beyond a shadow of a doubt. You need to destroy him.
I feel like everyone just needs to calm down. We can eat some pickles.
I hate sorcerers.
Yeah, they're the worst.
This is very confusing.
Okay.
You got Vespers.
And I
Hey,
will.
fuck.
Tart, do you, does
Yeah.
changing and casting a spell take up your turn, or do you do anything else?
No, I have a
Got
bonus
super
action.
hits.
Okay.
And I'll inspire Scarlet.
Thank you.
You were so good, best 42 seconds of my life.
Well, it's not the first time I've been told that. Probably won't be the last.
Landhouse, you're up. Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm doing fucking nothing. I'm not making a noise, a sound, nothing. I'm not having a political opinion form in my deepest, darkest recesses of my brain. I am being quiet.
We just wait 1 hour. And he'll...
Yeah, there's only one way out of here.
Invisibility lasts longer than
No.
suggestion.
I'm gonna kill
Invisibility
No,
everyone.
it doesn't suggestion last 8 hours, buddy.
You get
Everyone's
saves
got,
on it though.
everyone's got to go.
He gets to. He does not get to save.
Nope.
Yes, unless
What do you mean he doesn't get to save?
unless he takes damage, I believe.
Mm-mm. It's, let me
Oh
look.
yes, if you lose concentration.
Yeah.
Greg, stop listening to them.
So, but invisibility lasts an hour, suggestion lasts 8. We just have to wait an hour. I'll camp at the doorway. This is fine.
Perfect. I'll move behind Keldor.
He's in here somewhere. 1 hour later.
Jay, this is not good.
Landrose, do you do anything else?
No, I just mourn the fact that my friend rolled such a shitty character and he couldn't help me. And he believed me to be the killer without any thought of it being someone else.
I'm gonna kill them both.
No, you're
Keldor,
not.
you're
You're going to die too.
Justin, please roll me an attack check with disadvantage to see if you can hit Landrose. Disadvantage because you're not quite sure where he's at.
It's not fair to pick on stupid people.
I have a negative wisdom modifier. It would have been just the same if she had picked me.
This is so unfair. These girls like spun a web for me, and they talked about partying. You know?
They did not.
They literally
they did
drew
nothing.
me into the
They
party.
did nothing mechanically, and you
They-
fell for it. You blame only yourself.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Stop. Stop
Yeah,
right now.
please stop
Hold on
helping
a
me.
minute.
Just attack him and get 2 nat 20.
We have about 10 minutes. Yeah.
Keldor.
All right, I'll attack you. God damn it.
I will run around with natural causes and unfortunate circumstances if so it does.
I will use no advantages on him, but I'll attack. I missed.
With a 7, that'll certainly miss. Scarlet, on the other hand, you know very well with your shared hive mind with Tart that you this is probably, like your moment to try to kill Landrose.
All right.
And then Kaldor on your
Wait. Just so we can get this, as she's committed to this already, let me make this perfectly clear. She said she was running around swinging her swords, which means
Not
she
yet.
left the door?
Not yet. I was going to say this is my time to run around. Todd,
Snap
darling,
me out of it, buddy.
could you come stand in the doorway for me and be a dear?
Sure.
Thank you. That is exactly what I was going to say when I said tart. Those are the next words that were to come out of my mouth. Now I
Sure
will
it
speak
was.
about natural causes and unfortunate circumstances. Oh, wow.
Queen!
I'm afraid Lanrose has died from natural causes, everyone, and that's double sneak attack too. So
Okay, well, but we have 8 minutes. Please kill Keldor.
No, we're
No.
partying. We're partying
well,
now.
yes, but actually, yes, that is our goal. I believe
Yeah.
we should sleep with Keldor.
Yeah, let's sleep with Keldor.
is that enough to put you under?
He was already
nice.
at
If
Wow.
not, I have a bonus action offhand.
You
No,
guys like,
there we go.
is it like powder?
Oh, dude, I'm super dead.
They're dead. She's
I'm
dead.
3rd level sorcerer
Yeah,
against 3 other 3rd level people. Yeah, I'm
I
dead.
didn't do it. I did not do it, Gage.
I just
But he's ready
I
to
just
party.
walk through the room. I see it like a ball bearing shift because of Lanrose's breathing, and then I go shink. Oh, it appears he died of natural causes.
Oh,
And
Gage.
and on the hilt is engraved.
Oh, that's so
natural causes.
terrible. That's
Okay,
so
I get
terrible.
last words. I get last words as I die, right?
Sorry.
Right?
I'm so sorry.
Sure.
Mr. DM, do I get last words?
Yeah.
Wait until season 4.
And then I'll just.
Can I put my arm around him?
Someone's not making it out of prison.
Oh, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck,
Yes, we do.
fuck
fuck
all 3 of
Keldor.
them.
We do.
Yeah,
fuck Keldor.
Stryder
Yes.
and fuck Keldor.
I agree.
Fuck
No,
Keldor.
yeah,
Both of us.
I'll fuck them. But listen.
So that he gets infected with the goddamn words that Tard
No, no.
infected me with.
Well, I got herpes. But now listen.
They're literally mind control worms that Tart infected me with. It's so
Oh,
bad.
it's
I
so
didn't
terrible.
even try, you guys. I didn't even try.
Season 4, these girls, they're done. They're so done. That's what Keldor says. I wanted to believe you, sorcerer.
And now you have a hive mind with
Yeah,
us,
you're
Keldor.
part of our hive mind now.
Yeah, I'm
If
there.
you can join my crew, we'll make a hive mind crew. It'd be great.
13 inches. Maybe 14.
Roll a bluff check.
I'm going with the exception.
All right, 50. I dropped for her. It's up.
I think
It's red.
Let me tell you all what happens. I would like to emphasize with disadvantage
Ah!
Nat 20 killed Landrose.
Yes.
He was cut down in the prime of life by natural
It's a
causes.
shame.
Yes.
I was with him. I was
With his pathetic little mind,
Oh,
no
dude.
match for that
Oh.
magic of Tart.
Oh,
Scarlet and Tart disappear with Keldor, or maybe not, maybe just right here in the church.
nah, they're with
Yes,
me.
let's desecrate it.
We're partying.
They party and desecrate the church. A blurry afternoon of pleasure. The
Can't
bodies
remember all.
becoming one turns into minds molding together, forming, joining the hive mind. There was a fort called Ursa Minor. 10 miles to the north, the source of water, as things started to thaw out, as winter was finally coming to an end, awoke a worm-like parasite. The parasite wants to be eaten. It can survive in water, and it can survive in organic material. It's meat. The fish were caught and eaten. The water was drank. It infected the bodies of the soldiers here in Ursa Minor. Those who were not infected quickly realized they were in the minority and worked their way to the aqueduct to try to destroy it and prevent any more people from becoming corrupted, as well as killing any of those they deemed infected. In an act of self-preservation, the worms banded together, clumsy with their weapons and with their stolen magic powers, but strong enough to overwhelm the minority. No one survived. The corpses out in the courtyard, those that were which infected, were lying down to let the birds consume them, because that infects the birds. Tart was here last week, playing music, becoming infected, and as the least damaged body, decided to go out, lure more people in, try to spread. And as they join the hive mind, that is the only message any of them are receiving. Spread, spread, spread. When sleeping with Scarlet, she infected her very quickly. It only took about 42 seconds. Keldor, with his natural resilience, might have been able to hold out a little bit longer. Landrose is the only one that avoided the food, tried to avoid the people, but unfortunately, again, was completely outnumbered as he realized what was happening. Too late, just like the soldiers. I say we go around, tell everyone who you are, where we can find you if you had a good time. I don't know. Greg, it's your channel. What do we do?
I'm Greg, Grimjack21502 on the Twitches and the Twitters. You can find me here. Lauren.
I recognize that tone. I do that tone.
Where can we find you, Lauren?
Oh, I thought you were just chastising me. Hi.
No.
Lauren.
Hi. I'm Lauren. I never get to be the bad guy. You can
I
find
figured-
me. What?
I figured, like, who's going to, like, be most suspicious? Who's Stryder most likely to work with? Greg's way too obvious, and he gets to be the bad guy all the
He
time.
was. It was.
We were
So
all
I
so
had to
scared of him.
So I had to pick someone else. So,
Was I, Lauren, that salty ginger over on Twitter. These guys are my friends. I love them a lot. I'm gonna be playing Tart, not infected with parasitic worms, tomorrow on Scraticus's channel at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's set in Eberron. Come watch it, and then we'll be back here for Project Athena. Maybe if Greg decides to keep it going after this. Bye.
Steven, what do you have to say for yourself?
Listen, you cannot expect me
to be the brains of the operation. I believed you because I rolled that 20. These girls, they just duped me. It happens. It is what it is. I accept it. We're partying now. I have to say sorry, Jeej. But they did it to me. Season 4, those two, and women, they got me. I wanted to believe you. So, Stryder did a great job. I love it. Had blast.
Lindy!
As soon as Stryder has messaged me, you've been infected with worms from Lauren. I was like, what? Like an STD or something? He's like, no, I'm a little different. We're like parasitic mind melding worms. I was like, okay, it's cool. That's cool, I guess. And I gathered after a bit that the mission was to spread. So rather than like, oh yeah, Tart's the person, and I was like, I'm just really confused, and if everyone else gangs up on Tart, I will too, so that I can spread it to Keldor. That was the plan. That's why I just stood in the doorway and didn't attack anyone until we were like, all right, Keldor's firmly in our corner now. Natural causes, oh no. So I didn't want to kill everyone. I was just character flaw that killed me early on. Succession. That was a ton of fun though, Stryder. I liked it. The scenario was neat. It was interesting. The place is pretty cool, and I didn't see it coming at all. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, someone's gonna try to get shanked. Nope. It's completely different than how I thought, and I loved it. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on the Twitches and the Twitters, doing a ton of tabletop stuff throughout the week. You should definitely check out Masks of Nyarlathotep on Encounter Roleplay from 1 to 4, where Greg and I play some more Call of Cthulhu, and it's really awesome, and I'm just literally counting down the hours. I can't wait. I have so many theories and ideas, and it's just intense. But yeah, so like, and most of us, not all of us, some of us are going to be at the Maryland Renaissance Fair next weekend, so that's pretty cool too. I'm really hyped about that.
Great! Stryder!
Oh, he's still in character. You have to admire that.
Sure he is.
My fellow Athenians, I tried to convey to you tonight some form of cathartic pleasure in getting to stab Greg and Hobgoblin Party. It was fun. I am surprised it was so easy for Tart. There's not much fight put up, honestly. What an ending. What an ending. Then disadvantage being imposed and rolling 2 nat 20s in a row. What are the odds? On roll 20, actually pretty likely, but...
It's just Scarlet. She's a murder machine.
All you have to do is say party to me, and it's over. It's a done deal.
We are back to the misery, the imprisonment, and being Greg's playthings for his sick cathartic experiments when season 4 starts back up.
Hope he kills you.
Okay, well, Stryder, the module was fantastic. I loved it. I thought it was a absolutely perfect pacing. I think that the investigative nature of it lent itself to a lot of finger pointing at first. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that Lauren was the killer because I knew I wasn't, and I knew that you wouldn't give it to Lindy and you would not give it to Steven, so I knew it was Lauren. And as soon as I got the suggestion, I knew it was Lauren. And I knew that I was already fucked because I knew that Steve already thought I was the killer. And I knew that Lindy was already fucked because of the time she spent with Lauren. I didn't see any saving throws rolled, so I figured it was either they were already in cahoots or it was willing.
How dare you!
I made a con save, and I failed miserably.
They did.
Did you?
She did roll Constitution when they.
How dare you, my stupidity! How dare you!
I would just point
Why
a finger
wouldn't
at it.
Stryder make me the killer? I feel offended. Greg.
Because
Right.
you're obvious.
Wait a minute.
You are obvious. I am obvious. Steven, and I knew Lauren was going to be it because she was gunning for us for months.
Why could I not be the killer?
next time, Steven.
I'm the least salty person in this
I'm
chapter.
very salty.
Shane.
There are
It
6
makes a lot of
modules.
sense to make me the killer.
There are 6 modules to this, and they're all worms. Sometimes they really are sociopaths. Sometimes no one's the killer. Sometimes someone's a Wendigo. So if we ever have a free hour or two and we want to play it again, I'll make someone else the killer.
Fantastic. Yes, so I enjoyed it very, very much. Despite being
Not
killed,
fair.
killing is the best part about it, because in
Sure.
many ways, like Cthulhu, I didn't get turned into or go insane or turned into some type of hive mind. So if you think about it in that way, I won. So thank you, Stryder, for letting me win D&D the past 2 hours. I appreciate it very much. Mission accomplished. As we look forward, everybody, we have Project Athena, which will be starting up for its final season to basically round out the end of 2018. As we end 1933 with 2018, please join me for all of these fine people, plus Allison, who will be back as Kate O'Callahan to lead the Athenians into their final and most fitting chapter. And as far as me taking it out on the Athenians, I will say this: I have protected the Athenians for 3 seasons. I shall not be doing that in the 4th. So, everybody, take it easy. I'll also here for the channel every Friday up until Halloween. We are going to be having Outbreak Undead, where at this point we have 30 different players going through a zombie apocalypse set in the same area. Each story builds off the one before it. Lauren has already gone. Lindy will be going at some point. Steven will be going at some point. We have Dawn going and Kiana going. A bunch of friends of the channel will be running through the zombie apocalypse. It has been very... Oh, it's Stryder. You're coming too, right? Yeah, Stryder's coming. The new sessions that have just been added. Stryder's coming through as well. So everyone you see here will either has been in the zombie apocalypse or will be in there. We're running it from the Renegade system, or Renegade Games, Hunter Entertainment, Ivan Van Norman's Outbreak Undead for We're Live Frontier. It's super fun, and it's cool for this time of year. But we'll be back next week doing something else fun. We appreciate you guys hanging out, and we will see you then. Love you all. And believe it or not, I do like getting killed by these people. It's cathartic, and it's also a good place to set my fire of vengeance. We'll see you next week.